sweet ladies, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Yinka. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to attach crinoline to the hem of your peplum to achieve this clean and crisp effect at the hem of the peplum. You can see how clean this is. You can see how neat and beautiful it is. Unlike this black one, this black dress is a very beautiful dress. I love the design. I made it as well. But you can see that the peplum, the crinoline is not as perfect as that other red one. And also you can see this beautiful lace as well. You can see how clean the peplum is at the hem. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the little trick and simple technique of achieving that clean and crisp hem of your peplum when attaching a crinoline. So let's get into it. So for this tutorial, you'll be needing your crinoline. You'll be needing hemming gum. This white stuff that I'm holding is what is called hemming gum, and also you need your fabric. All right, so this is my peplum. I already cut it out and I'm going to be attaching it to the sleeve of the dress I'm making. So if you don't know how to cut this type of sleeve peplum, I already have a tutorial on it. The link will be in the description box. All right, so this is my peplum. The next thing is to cut out lining for the peplum. So I'll place the main peplum, I'll place it on top of the lining, and the right side will be facing each other. I'm using the same fabric for my lining because of the style I'm making. So if you're making yours, just use your normal lining. And yeah, so I'll pin it all around before cutting it out. So the next thing now is to cut it out after pinning. But note, I'm not going to cut out the circumference, that is the center of the peplum. I'm not going to cut it yet. Even if you have to cut it, you don't need to cut it exactly the circumference yet. It will be after joining that you do all of that. All right, so I've cut it out, and then this is it. The next thing you need to do now, which is the simple trick that is there, and please take note, is the main peplum that is on top right now. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to sew my hemming gum all around it. I will be using 1/2 inch seam allowance to put the hemming gum all around the peplum. All right, so I'm done attaching the hemming gum all around the hem of the peplum. So the next thing you want to do is to place your crinoline on your seam allowance. When you place your crinoline, don't allow your crinoline to pass your previous line. Okay, you can see the way I placed it. Do not allow the crinoline to go beyond where your previous stitch is. If possible, let it stay far away a little from it. Don't let it be too close to that seam that you made earlier. It must not cross over that line. So you go ahead and then you sew your crinoline according to the way I'm doing it here. And as you're sewing the crinoline, you'll be pulling the crinoline just a little, not too much pull. So just be pulling it just a little. Not that you just be sewing it on top of it directly. No, you just be pulling it just a little. And then I'm done joining the crinoline to the hem. Please take note, the crinoline must not go beyond your previous seam line. It must not. Take note of that. All right, so I'm done joining the crinoline to it. The next thing now is to go to the ironing table and iron it, and it's as simple as that. Even if you are making a 720-degree peplum, it's still the same thing. Maybe I'll just find time and do that for us so that we can see it better. All right, so I'll just take off my pin, and then you don't even need to notch. You don't need to do too much. It's just for you to turn it to the right side, and then you iron. Then after ironing, you now trim off the circumference. All right, so I'll just go ahead now and then I'll iron it. You can see once you iron, everything will just remain flat and clean. You understand? Like that's the essence of that hemming gum that you put in between the lining and the main body. That's just the essence of that hemming gum. That hemming gum will make it to be very flat. So all right, so after ironing it, this is how it looks. Even from the wrong side, you know, this side now is the lining part. You can see that it's very clean. You cannot even differentiate between the lining and the main body. It's very clean and perfect. So the next thing you want to do now is to cut the circumference of the lining. Just cut out the circumference of the lining. All right, so after ironing, the next thing you want to do now is to cut out the circumference out. Even if you're making a peplum for your blouse, it's still the same step. After removing the circumference, then you slit one side open and then you attach it to your blouse. So I'll just go ahead now. I'll trim off the circumference for the lining part. All right, so I'm done cutting off the circumference, and that's the end of the class. I'll show you on the mannequin so that you can see how it looks. Thanks for watching. Please kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up.